Welcome back to Project Zomboid. My last episode was not that eventful. I managed to collect a fancy collection of stuffed animals, which is amazing, and I'm really thrilled about it. But unfortunately, I didn't accomplish what I actually wanted to accomplish, which was to go out and find a saw. So I've got a few other prospects. Basically, I'm going to head down... Whoa, that was zoomed out hard. I'm going to head down this way. I'm going to find out what this building is. I'm going to try to get into this more commercial district and see if there's, like, a place that sells stuff that might be like a saw. And there's a few more outbuildings around here. So those seem to be the best places to look for saws. So, I mean, technically, any of these houses that has a closet in it might have somebody keeping a saw in the closet. But it's hard to choose which house to go into, right? It's like none of them stand out. That's like one of the big problems with like a sleepy bedroom community like this, is that there's no house that like stands out and says like, hey, I'm the interesting one, I'm the one with the cool equipment in it. So some of them have broken windows, like zombies have been emerging from them. So yeah, so this gym over here, you could really tell this is like a rich people community, because the biggest, like, oh, it's just a freaking gazebo. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to a gazebo. It's the best way. Okay, I think it's just looping. Well, I'm going to go down here, just because I've never been there before. See if something stands out. Yeah, gazebo's not going to have a saw. If anything, the gazebo is a target for a saw. Okay, bunch of zombies. Bunch of zombies. Bunch more zombies. Okay. So far, I'm seeing identical houses and a bunch more zombies. Oh, neat car. That's a purple car. I like that purple car in theory. Should definitely come back for that purple car later, when I don't have other priorities, and when the number of zombies here is stupid. This is a stupid number of zombies. Oh, hey, utility closet right there. All right. This is too many zombies. I'm in the commercial district, which is nice, but this is too many zombies. Yeah, the music knows how many zombies there are. Fashion, bread, driving school, shipping logistics, maybe. What else have we got here? Mendy's Eatery. Oh, here we go. This looks like a saw building. Maybe. But to have any kind of confidence exploring this building, I need these zombies to be gone. Okay, so let's start with this guy. Or this... Yeah. This gal? Let's start with this zombie. Yeah, let's take the isolated ones out first. Or just the ones who are insistent upon being ads. Okay. Come here. I really hope nobody's sneaking up. Oh, crap. That was bad. Okay. Really hope nobody's sneaking up behind me right now, because I can't afford the attention to divert. Okay, good. Good. Okay, hopefully this is the last zombie that's followed me. Alright, anybody got cool stuff? If I was a tailor, I'd be grabbing all these jeans, because they're good for denim patches on denim clothing. But I'm not a tailor. There we go. Shoot! That's what I was trying to avoid. Alright. Anybody else? Okay, this is going alright. Oh, what? Hey, don't look at me. I'm not doing anything. This guy's jacket is amazing. But my vest is better. checking their dead corpses for stuff. There's a cowboy hat on the ground. I'm not wearing the cowboy hat because I like my hard hat on my construction worker, but somebody's going to want that cowboy hat someday. Wait. Loquilison just asked me if I turned off the stove. I've got no idea. First Aid Volume 1? Is this a library? That's why it wasn't black. It's full. It's a warehouse, but it's a warehouse for books. I mean, I would love to have a carpentry book. Let's find carpentry number 1. You're right. I've got no idea if I turned the stove off. No freaking idea. I probably didn't. And now I'm scared. I gotta drive right home. Oh, come on. No, I'm at carpentry level 1. Do I already have 4? Watch me go back and find the house burned down. I mean, that'll be a great episode, but also terrible. I don't remember if I definitely want volume 1 of everything. I've already grabbed 2 of mechanics. That's, no, not necessary. I mean, am I ever going to get to Mechanics Volume 2? Sure, why not? Ugh. I'm, like, caught mentally between... Okay, I definitely already have the cooking one. Wanting to rush home right now in case the oven's on. You're really appealing to my obsessive-compulsive disorder. Because did I leave the stove on is, like, one of the most common things to afflict people with obsessive compulsive disorder. It's like a really, really common thing that like makes people incapable of functioning is the fear of having left the stove on. This place is freaking pristine. But of course, yeah, no, it's not going to have what I need. Paper clips, those are good for fishing. You can make hooks out of them. Okay, but that's it. That's it. We're getting out of here. We're getting out of here. And we're going to go and... Where were the stairs? There they are. Okay, another utility room. I mean, an empty bucket. Another mouse trap that I'm not going to set. Oh, food, maybe? Stop it, Jeffrey. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. You've got to go home. You've got to go check the stove. Ugh. So, Mr. Xbox Series S asks, if I want to live stream, if I want to stream games, do I need a webcam? No, there are a lot of streamers out there who use alternatives to webcams. I like to have my face on the screen for various, personal reasons. I like being able to sort of like look into the camera and engage with you, but like that's just a personal thing. Like you don't have to do it. Some people just have no camera at all and it's just their voice. But there's some people out there who actually have like 3D modeled characters who imitate their movements and their facial expressions and lip sync to their voices and stuff. Like you can do all kinds of things to avoid having a webcam. But yeah, no one requires it. That's just a thing some people like to do. If I come home and my house is on fire, that'll be freaking hilarious. Okay. House is not on fire. Zombies are coming. That's a different kind of problem. Hey, how do doors work? Okay, here we go. Did I leave the stove on? I did not! I did not leave the stove on! You monster! I didn't leave it on! We drove all the way home! That's it! I am officially role-playing a character with obsessive-compulsive disorder. Oh, they're just going for the car. They don't even notice I'm here. That guy knows what's going on. All right, fine, whatever. I guess we can put these books away and then head back out. Thing is, the place I wanted to search with all of the little outbuildings and stuff is so full of zombies. Like, I don't even know what I'm going to be able to do over there. So, okay, it looks like I did not need Carpentry Volume 4. It's the only carpentry I already had. That's wonderful. Let's also drop off. I'm just dropping off the heavy stuff right now. I'm not going to do a full organizational pass here. Wait. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think the water might be off. That sink doesn't seem to be giving me anything. This is the one that I filled my bucket from, and it's not giving me anything. So each sink is considered... I left the door open, whatever. Each sink is considered to have like a little bit of water like collected in it, either in the pipes or in the bowl. And so you can still use it a few more times until it runs out. So I can still refill my water bottle. I can still drink from it. But I think the water's off. I think I'm officially collecting rain now. So if that's the case, I don't know when it's going to rain, but I should definitely set my cooking pots outside. So we're going to do that. All right. But then what should I eat? Let's keep it simple. Let's grab something that you can just eat right out of the whatever. And let's open some canned chili too. All right. Yeah, so I'm going to eat. I'm pretty hungry. Oh, and I'm tired too. Dang it. I shouldn't go out again. Okay. I shouldn't go out again tonight. I should sleep. Or really what I should do is read. What other skills do I want to make sure I'm developing here? I just got some new books. Let's do first aid, because you never know when you're going to need it. Ari Twitch asks, do you ever watch nurse videos? Masterclass in Project Zomboid. No. Is nurse the name of a streamer, or is it just like a series that some streamer or some video maker put together? Where somebody... Did they start as a nurse and then play an epic game of Project Zomboid? Okay, yeah. So the main thing I'm doing here... So it's now later than when I went to bed last time. So I'm just trying to, like, use my time effectively, but make sure, most of all, that I don't go to bed so early that I end up having a problem later. Okay, so let's drink all my vegetable soup. And then... I guess, yeah, tomorrow morning, spaghetti bolognese is actually really, it's really filling for just eat something right out of a can. I think it might be the most filling thing you can just have right out of a can, which I'm pretty sure it's just like SpaghettiOs, but whatever. Time to sleep in the bunk beds. So I think this will still, I'll probably still wake up a little early, but I'll also wake up hungry. So I'll eat before I go, bring some food with me, and then we're going to go and see if we can survive. Oh, good, it's raining. We'll see if we can survive that area with all the frickin' zombies in it. Real quick. Okay, the condition of my lead pipe is still good. I'm hungry, but how are my cook pots doing? Are they full? Yes, looks like they're full of water. So let's just grab everything. Take it inside. See, it'll be so nice when I've enclosed this space and I don't need to be sitting here like exposed to zombies in order to do that job. So I'm going to take these bowls that are up on the counter. I'm going to put them away because I do use them, but I use them for salads and stuff. But this counter space is better used for cook pots. Actually, it's not too big cook pot. Let's place the bucket of water over here. And then let's use this cook pot with water tainted. Is there anything up here? Yeah, okay, canned potatoes. Let's make another stew for ourselves real quick. Let's have some potatoes in it. We're going to have some sardines for our meat. Note that canned sardines do not actually need a can opener to open them. They've got their own special little twist tops and things. Let's grab a canned tomato as well. And then we'll put dry stuff in. So let's open our canned tomato. Again, this is unreasonably one of my favorite parts of the game. Okay, so we're going to make sardine stew. Sardine stew with tomatoes. With potatoes. It's going to be very nutritious. And then we're going to go down here where we've got some dried stuff. We're also going to put... Wait. Do I not have... Dang it. Where's my dried stuff? I thought I put it here. Yes. Okay. Black beans, kidney beans. There we go. So we're going to add some kidney beans to it. And let's add some fresh stuff to it too. What do we have? We have room for 2 more ingredients. Let's add some eggplant. Instantly, the unhappiness. It gets worse. Put some stale salmon in there too. Oh, it's rotten now. Oh, what? It just went rotten? Fine, we'll throw it away somewhere. Let's put some stale chicken in there. Okay, so now... Oh, wait, so... Okay, so all of the unhappiness remedy went away in that stew. Because I was putting in ingredients that weren't that great. But that's fine. I'm not unhappy right now. It's okay if I don't have happiness remedy. Okay, while that's cooking, I'm going to do what I usually do to dispose of garbage. This is my little life hack out here. I go find a zombie corpse that's nearly rotted away, and I fill their inventory with the stuff I want to see go away. And eventually that zombie corpse goes away with all of its possessions. And so those tin cans will rot away with the zombie. And so will the salmon. It'll be gone. It'll be great. So, how is our cooking going? Let's speed up time. Turn off the oven. Now we know we have turned off the oven. So we're definitely not going to screw that up. So, the Coalition wants to know, why is it that books disappear when you use them in State of Decay 2? Does the character eat them? I mean, for a while, the characters were doing an animation and sound that did look like they were eating the books, which feels, I mean, this is an apocalyptic story. It feels kind of, like, biblical. That's the kind of thing that, like, people in the Bible would do. They would, like, eat a book or something in a vision that they were having because they were weirdos. Oh, you know what I need to do? Can I do this? Oh, dang. Okay. Ah, dang it. I thought the badger would wear the hat. Oh, I'm so sad that the badger will not wear the hat. Okay, whatever. I'm wasting time. It's 7:40. Good time to leave the house. Wait. I need snacks. I need snacks. Where are my snacks? There they are. Okay, let's grab some chips and some chocolate. All right, there we go. We got snacks. And we'll probably be scavenging in places that have food as well. So. Now, if I find a second can opener, I might start carrying that with me so I can eat canned food that I find in the wild. Cogs asks, can you use annotation to remind yourself that you turned off the stove? If I had an eraser, I guess I could, but I shouldn't need that. If I'm actively thinking about it, we should be fine. And besides, I would doubt my own annotations anyway. Okay, was it... I don't remember what direction I was going now. Hold on. So it was... This building has got an outbuilding. There were these outbuildings over here. So maybe I'll go down this way. I'll try to hit this and this. And hopefully one of these will have a saw. Or the house they're next to will have a saw. And okay, if I don't get too close to the overall... Oh crap, that one's got a metal door. So this one, I might not be able to get into it right now because I don't have a welding torch. But I guess I don't need to be using my fancy lead pipe right now because I'm facing one zombie at a time. But I think the potential for additional zombies is so high, I'm just sort of keeping my options open here. Okay, is there a window in the back? Okay, yes, there's a window. There's also freaking zombies, so... Hey there, folks. Ooh, hunting knife. Yay. Okay, somebody's trying to get out of a door around here. I can't tell which door. Is it this one? Huh. I mean, yeah, I was hearing something. That makes me nervous. Oh, here's a friend. Hello. One thing that's weird is the stereo sound. It tells you what direction the zombie is relative to your character. But to me, it sounds like I'm hearing zombies off the edge of the map. And it takes a little, like, mental conversion for me to figure out what the sound is actually telling me. Yeah, so there is a shed like this with a metal door in my other game. Garden saw! We got it! In my other game. Wait, can I not? There we go. Anyway, that really had no window in the back or anything. And I really had to weld my way in. And I think it had some good stuff in there, but yeah. So now, does the whole table go away? Yes. Okay, I failed to produce usable materials, but I am earning a small amount of carpentry experience. So I can just keep doing this. I can just disassemble every table I find. I don't know what that little preparation step was. I need to listen for zombies behind me. I'm not sure if I have to complete this disassembly all in one go, or if I can interrupt myself and still keep my progress. Okay, nothing snuck up behind me. So right now I'm just producing, because I'm bad at this, I'm just producing scrap wood. Oh, there's a zombie up there. And they just don't know I'm here. Okay. I'm producing scrap wood, which is useful as firewood. And they say you produce no usable materials. That's not quite true. You can use the scrap wood. It's just, you know, it's not useful for construction. It's just useful for burning. Oh, crap! So, Lacolucion says, there is an event in this game where there's a news helicopter that follows you, and it causes all of the zombies to chase you. So, I have experienced that. Because I'm playing on builder difficulty, I was able to survive it. One of my friends at work, though... Okay, I'm just going to let all of the zombies go towards that building. I mean, actually, as long as I remember where that building is, it's going to collect a bunch of zombies around it now. But zombies will have emptied out from the surrounding areas, except for the ones who now see my car and chase me. But anyway, so one of my colleagues at work, he said that he's been playing at Survivor difficulty, and he says that basically he can survive until that helicopter mission, and then he dies. That thing always kills him. So I don't know if he's been pursuing sort of the strategy that I have, where I sort of settle a base and I just keep building up the base with additional characters over time. He might just be trying to see how much he can get done with a single life. But what matters is we've got a saw. So let me just empty out what else is in my bag right now. Snacks, wood glue, stuff like that. Okay, let's put the wood glue away. Let's put the box of screws away. Oh, we filled this place up. Well, you know what we don't need in here? A freaking umbrella. So we'll put box of screws away. None of the rest of this goes in here, which is good because these shelves are totally full. I should add some more shelves. Where can I get shelves? My hunting knife. Do I have like a special bag for stabbies? I do now. Here's my stabby bag. My scissors should probably go in the sewing kit. Stick the scissors in the sewing kit. I'm going to hold on to the peanut butter and the mousetrap. Eventually I will use those. Someday. I should put away the cowboy hat at some point, though. The closed umbrella I'm going to put by the door in case we need it. You know. Whatever. There we go. Here's my umbrella. Everything else here I think is stuff I want to keep in my bag except for the cowboy hat. Let's take the cowboy hat upstairs. And it's important for me to be emptying my inventory because we're about to carry a bunch of big old nasty objects around. Some planks around. It's only 11 in the morning. We got that saw pretty effectively today. It's been a productive day. Okay, so luckily we didn't set off the alarm near our home. I'm sure one of the houses near my home is Wait, where's this? Where's the saw? Did I not pick up the saw? Why don't I have... Am I crazy? Did I accidentally put it on the shelves in here? I found a saw. You saw me find a saw. I used it. I used it several times to disassemble things. It's in my hand. It's in my hand. Okay, right, because I was disassembling things with it. It's in my hand. That makes perfect sense. Right. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I usually keep a saw, like when I'm playing a carpenter type character, I usually keep a saw in my backpack. That's where I expected to see it, but of course I was using it. All right, so you open up the build menu and you're like, saw logs, craft all. So basically I'm going to grab logs that are on the ground near me, and I'm going to saw them into planks. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Listening for zombies while I'm doing this. Alright, here's some more logs. I'm getting hungry. Alright. And these two logs as well. Rainfall says that I can just use the right-click menu to saw as well if I want to. I guess, yeah, that's probably true. That's just the way that I've found to do it. Okay, so where am I gonna? Okay, I think I know what I want to do with the planks first, which is I want to bridge this gap and then replace this fence. Though actually, might it be smarter for me to start over here on this side because more zombies are likely to come from the left than from the right? Maybe so. And so that means that, for instance, I can disassemble this. Oh, why do I need to be on this side of it? That was weird. I can disassemble this. So building your wall can be pretty hazardous because I'm sitting here with my back to all the potential zombies, making a lot of noise. Luckily, I mean, I think I have cleared this place out pretty well as a general rule, but also zombies do respawn. So they don't respawn typically in extremely large numbers. Oh yeah, I got a plank out of it. They don't respawn in extremely large numbers, but they do respawn. And it only takes one zombie sneaking up on you and biting your neck to have you dead in less than a minute. So, in response to the Saw thing, Fallstar is like, where's my reading glasses? Oh, I'm wearing them. And Z-Gal is like, it's the apocalypse equivalent of talking on your phone while trying to search for your phone. Yeah, exactly. My character's sitting there holding their saw. Like, where is the saw? With this gesturing with the saw. So, Coalition says, as far as I know, your plan works best on places like cafeteria. Less chance of a random attack, less searching around for wood stuff. I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, I think there are a lot of, better and worse places to try to settle down. Right? I think that motel that I settled down in, once I managed to fortify its big gaping security problems, is amazing. Like, you could settle down so many people in a motel like that. And it has so many amenities. If you get a generator up and running, you can keep its kitchen going. There's like all kinds of things you could do. Whereas like a simple house like this, it's got a lot less potential. But I also kind of enjoy the idea. I mean, this is something that, I wanted to do when we were doing early planning for State of Decay 2 and ended up not being feasible for everything else we were trying to accomplish. But I loved the idea early on of saying that you could make a base out of any building. And there's players who've asked for that. And when they ask for that, I'm like, I totally get why you're asking for this. I like the idea too of, basically having there be, there are buildings that are clearly the best buildings to make your base, but choosing those best buildings to be your base feels better if you could have settled in any building. And there's also kind of a fun challenge involved in settling in a place that is not necessarily the best place, and making it work, so like, this little house, there's nothing special about it, except that it's on the outskirts, which, so strategically it's got, that advantage. But that's it. There's nothing special about this house. But I kind of like the idea of turning it into an elaborate base. So, we've got too many planks. Too many planks. Too many planks. So we're going to pick up all these freaking planks. And it takes forever. So, good old Leon says log walls are much more durable if you're looking for better protection. So far, and I don't know if it's just because I've been playing on builder difficulty, so far I haven't really needed to defend my base against a huge attack where regular old walls wouldn't be enough. Okay, what am I missing? Oh, I'm missing nails, of course. Oh, wait a minute. Do I need carpentry too to build a wall frame? I do need carpentry 2 to build a wall frame. Okay. So I'm gonna... What am I gonna do? I'm going to set down these planks. I only picked up 5? I guess that's all that fit in my bag. Fine. I'm gonna set them down where I want to use them. I need nails, and I also need my carpentry skill to be higher. Which is fine. All I need to do is take apart the rest of this fence. I'm pretty sure... You can see my carpentry skill is almost at 2. I would already have leveled up my carpentry skill if I had read a carpentry book, but unfortunately I didn't have that. So there we go. So I've laid out the planks where I need them, and now I'm super hungry and tired, It's fine. Let's have ourselves some stew. I like that I put so many different weird things in the stew. They gave up trying to give it a clever name. They're just like, yeah, it's freaking stew. Whatever. Just eat your stew. So Ziegel says, I usually set up in a warehouse complex, build out some rooms, and have the NPC mod enabled. Oh, there's a mod that lets you have NPCs living in your community? And collect survivors and have them help run in the base. But yeah, big places like the motels and stuff are hard to secure sometimes. So yeah, so I love the fact that this game, unlike other games in the genre, including my own, this game just gives you so much room to, like, there's so many things you could do. Each thing you decide to do feels really meaningful and important. Like, your choice, like, a lot of times, like, for instance, there's a lot of, when people make role-playing games like Mass Effect, they tend to find that, they offer, like, explicitly good and bad moral choices, which, I've got a whole rant about those. But I think I did a whole video about it, actually. But, they can offer you explicit good and bad choices, and 90% of players will always pick every single good choice. Whatever choice is labeled blue and good, they will just choose it all the time. Nobody really likes the idea of being a bad person, and doing bad things. It's not really part of the fantasy that people usually are trying to fulfill. It just feels wrong, it's just not the story they want to tell about themselves. But so I can see, like, a business person, somebody focused on logistics and costs, saying, well, don't make those bad choices. Just only offer the good choices. That's what most players want anyway. Just make, you can, you'll have your content costs and you only lose 10% of your players. But what they don't understand is those evil choices don't just exist so that you can pursue them and have the evil playthrough. They exist to create sort of negative space around your good choices. Like, the existence of the bad choice is what makes a good choice meaningful. If the good choice was the only choice, it doesn't feel good to make it. It's only the fact that there is an evil choice to make that makes a good choice interesting. And so even those 90% of players who only choose the good choices, they are benefiting from the evil choices. The evil choices being there is actually really important to their experience. The Coalition says, I remember somebody did a scumbag playthrough of all the Telltale Walking Dead games. Yeah, I that could be... Yes, okay, there we go. My carpentry is high enough. I can actually start accomplishing more. So that's good. I'll get rid of this one too, just because, whatever, it's on the list. But we are ready. Now, I'll have to get my carpentry much higher in order to benefit from my only carpentry book, which is Carpentry 4. I'll have to be, like, up here to benefit from Carpentry 4, but whatever. It's fine. So yeah, so when I played Mass Effect, just because I loved the game, I wanted to see all the content, I did a Paragon playthrough, a Renegade playthrough, and I did a Get Everyone Killed. I did an Incompetent playthrough where I got everyone killed, and it was great. Oh, nails. I'm also still missing nails. I've got no idea if I've got nails in my closet. If I don't have nails in my closet, then I either have to go find some nails. Box of screws? No! I've got no nails. I've got no nails. What am I supposed to do now? Did I? Okay. You do produce nails when you are disassembling things, but not in large numbers. Nails. I've got 3 nails. Well, just for a taste of what's to come, is 2 nails enough? Yes! Yes, 2 nails is enough. We're going to build 1 wall frame right here. Ta-da! We have started to build our wall. So this is not an effective wall because you can just, like, hop right through it. And it's not a big deal. Zombies can also hop through it too. But we've got to start. We've got to start on our wall. Hikaru Kishi says, you got screwed. I did. Okay, so just like with the saw, I'm going to have to go out there and try to find nails. I mean, so there's 2 ways I can find nails. One way is I can search people's closets and sheds and see who has a box of nails. You can get 100 nails that way. Or I could take apart every chair in this entire neighborhood until my carpentry, because as your carpentry skill grows, you get more and more stuff from each thing that you disassemble. More useful stuff from each thing you disassemble. And what was the other thing I was going to say? I don't know. Well, that's it. And then you also you're collecting nails. I don't know what I was going to say. But let's pick up this scrap wood, because I do have a place to put this. Because one reason, I don't remember if this was here when I got here or if I transported it here. But one reason this place is good is because, okay, we've already lost water pressure. We have not yet lost power, but we will. And so when we lose power, we're going to need to use this grill to cook. So I'm going to fill this grill up with scrap wood so that we can eventually use that scrap wood to cook our food and to purify our water. The co-listener wants to know what town I'm in. I'm in March Ridge. So yeah, we can zoom out of my map. So yeah, I'm in March Ridge, so I came here. So I started in Muldraugh, and actually all of my characters have been spawning in Muldraugh. And I've, collecting maps of Louisville, but whatever. I'm never going up here because I'm too scared. And I've got this map of, what is this? Is this West Point or is this Riverside? I don't know. Anyway, see, I haven't even explored March Ridge. Like, what's this place? I don't know. What are these? Like, this was the library, right? I think this is the library I went into. Do I have a way to mark these things so I remember what they are? Yes, I do. I can add note. I'm going to add note right here that says library. Nice. I'm going to add note here that says gym. Is that a capital G, I guess? Okay. What? Gym. All right. And I forgot what everything else was. But there we go. Try to remember where things are. So yeah, I mean, there's still a bunch of sheds I haven't searched. I found a saw in this one, right? And so I could probably mark that out with an X. There's like a place right up here. I'm tired, though. I'm really tired. Oh, Zgal says there's a mod to add more symbols that are more clear. So as a general rule, I usually avoid mods just because. Why do I avoid mods? I don't know. Part of it is, as somebody who makes the original non-modded form of a game, usually I want to that's the experience I want to have with somebody else's game too. Because that's the thing I'm going to be compared to. Is what somebody else is what the native sort of version of a game is. And so I like to see that. And I also, part of me just kind of doesn't trust mods. Particularly when a game is constantly being updated. One thing that will often happen is mods will get invalidated. And it sort of makes your game a little more questionable and unstable. So that makes me nervous. I don't like the idea of sort of missing out on a game that I really like because a mod messed something up. Or because a mod I was depending on is messed up. So I don't generally use them, but things like that, like more clear symbols for annotating the map, that actually is really tempting. So yeah. So BCQ4 says, I think it'd be funny to max carpentry from disassembling your neighbor's chairs. Yeah, me too. I like the idea of just I just become the anti-chair person. Just every chair in this town is going away. So I'm really tired right now, but I've already cleared this house. That does not mean there are no zombies respawning in it. But if I re-clear it real quick, I know one of these houses. Oh yeah, this house has got a broken window out front, so it's entirely possible. Okay, I clearly have not fully cleared this house. I would have picked up the revolver. Trapping Volume 3. Do I have that one? I don't know. So you might have noticed that what I'm doing with books, where what's in here? An axe? I have not cleared this house. Did I not realize there was a second story or something? That's nuts. What all is in here? VHS tapes. Sure, I'll take some VHS tapes. I was about to say, I'm just going to come in here and just start taking apart their furniture. Because I'm pretty sure there aren't any zombies in here. But there might very well be zombies in here because I haven't cleared it. Freaking more guns! There's just guns everywhere! What is going on? There's another hammer. And a leather jacket. Those are nice armor. And a hand torch. You know, like people in Kentucky talk about having a hand torch. Sheet, whatever. You get sheets anywhere. Or the equivalent of sheets anywhere. Alright. Anyway, I was just going to come in here and take apart furniture, and I still will. Let's disassemble this bed. So, good old Leon wants to know if State of Decay 2 or 3 will ever have, like, Steam Workshop support. I can't make you any promises. I know that we've definitely had people on the State of Decay 2 team, at least in the past, who were pretty passionate about the idea of wanting to someday formally support mods. We've never done it just because, I don't know, it's just one of many priorities, I guess, and it never rose to the top. We're definitely not, like, against mods. You know, we definitely tacitly support people modding our game. But, you know, we don't do anything. Like, sometimes people will contact us like, hey, if I use a mod, am I going to get banned from playing the game? And they're really worried about it, you know, and I'm like, no, it's fine. Like, we do not mind people loving our game enough that they want to customize it. That's a good thing. It's a good sign. It's a sign that things are going well. So we're not offended by that at all. The main thing that we just want to do is make sure we try to minimize the ability for modders to mess up the game for, like, say, random multiplayer players. You know, like if, like, for instance, there was a tendency for people to mod, I forgot exactly what they did now. It was like I called them glitter bombs, where they would mod the durability of a weapon so high that when the weapon was disassembled, it would, I'm going to take this plank, but I'm going to leave now because I'm going to be overloaded. They would, when somebody disassembled the weapon back at home, it would empty so many parts because basically the number of parts that come out of a weapon is directly related to its amount of durability. So if you mod the durability to be obscenely high, then the number of parts that came out of it would also be obscenely high. So we called them glitter bombs. They were basically somebody would put a weapon in your game, you know, give a weapon to you that seemed really great until you disassembled it, and then suddenly just parts would go everywhere, and you would have like so many tiles worth of parts in your supply locker that you wouldn't be able to navigate it anymore. And that was bad. So we made sure that the game would not do that. It would. I forgot exactly what our solution was. In fact, I think we didn't tell people what our solution was because we didn't want people to mod around it. But yeah, we did put in a solution for that. So that's the kind of thing that we try to hedge around with mods, just trying to not let players ruin each other's experiences. Now, do all of these have a gun in them? Yes, they do. But they also have a little bit of extra space. I'm wondering, okay, I've got a Magnum and an M36. So is there room for another Magnum in here? There is not. And I don't have an M36. Okay, I guess, you know, I don't have enough gun cases for these, so I'm just going to stick them on the table. I do really love the fact that I can just, if I can't find a good container for something, I'm not screwed. I can just set it down, and I'm allowed to set it down in a really nice way. Like, I don't have to just, like, drop it haphazardly on the ground. I can arrange this table to have a really sort of pleasing array of weapons and ammunition on it, which is great. So yeah, there's some more 38 special, and then I think I could probably, in the Magnum case, just stick some, yeah, an open thing of rounds there. So that's good. Right now, I'm mostly just killing time until it's time to go to sleep. Wait, is there anything else I need to put away down here? Oh, I'm hungry. I should eat some stew. Fresh cooked stew. Oh, did I just stick it in my bag? I did. I did, didn't I? Did I? Did I stick it in my bag? No, good, I didn't. All right. Eat a little bit more stew. All right. Oh, by the way, yeah, so Zgal is saying that, hey, by the way, like, the State of Decay modding community does not condone that kind of behavior. That's true. And so, I hope that it didn't come across that I was, like, characterizing our modding community as being a bunch of pranksters. Because, no, like, the actual modding community, the people who, you know, put a lot of time and effort into figuring out sort of the best and most fun ways to mod State of Decay, those people are not the pranksters who are causing problems. Those people are awesome. But it's the pranksters that we have to worry about, is all I'm saying. It's like, you know, we don't do anything to try to stop people from legitimately modding our game. Instead, we focus on the less common, you know, troublemakers and just make sure that they aren't doing bad things. And that is a different list of people. Okay, so I've got an entire extra set of trapping books. But anyway, yeah, so the thing that I've been doing with trapping books is, or just with all of my books, is I keep an extra, like, backpack full of the duplicate books. And eventually, when this backpack gets full, I'll take it out to the grill and I'll put all the books on the grill for fuel. Because once you've got, if you're maintaining a consistent base, a single consistent base, once you've got a full set of books, the chances of you needing another book of the same type is pretty rare. Like, maybe if you were maintaining a large community of people, and where do I stick this axe? Maybe if you're maintaining a large community of people, and you know, each one of them wants to have their own library, cool, that makes sense to have duplicates. But if you're just one person, you just want one bookshelf that's got all your books in it, and that's it. That's how it should go. Okay, so wait, I don't know why there's wood glue lying around in a toolbox here. I'm going to put that wood glue somewhere else. The garden saw would go in the toolbox, except, no, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to pick up that ice pick. I figured out where the ice pick goes, and it's not here. So the ice pick goes in my stabby bag. I've got a bag of stabbies. Ice pick goes there. This hammer goes in the toolbox, because it's not the hammer I've got in my hand. I'm going to keep the garden saw in my bag because I'm going to use it a bunch. But let's put this wood glue and nails in here, because I don't need to carry all the nails around with me while I'm collecting them. All the rest of the hand torch, I mean, it could be useful if I'm going out at night. Maybe where the hand torch belongs is in my glove box. If I don't already have one in there. I already have one in there. Whatever. I've got two now. And I should remember I've got matches in here because I turned it off, right? Yes. Okay, good. I'm going to need matches once the power goes out. But so far the power's still on. You can tell because my lights are on. That's good. And I've been streaming this for a while. So, we did actually accomplish something this session, which is good, which is we got ourselves a garden saw, and we got our carpentry skill up to the point where we can start building walls. And so now, our next quest, and I hopefully I'll remember this, I'll remember to check back before I go make this. My next quest is nails. I've got to find nails, which means exploring the commercial areas more, exploring more outbuildings, and hopefully, and if that fails, just destroying every single chair in the world. So, let's see. So Zgal says, actually, no, the mod community is pranksters, just not malicious pranksters. That's cool. That's an important distinction. But yeah, so Zgal says that actually that they came up with a mod where you could have a weapon that you could repair that costs zillions of parts, so you could use that weapon to vacuum up all of the glitter bombed parts. That's a good idea. I like that. I like that. As you know, kludged together solutions go. That sounds pretty good. So yeah, so BCQ4 is asking is talking through some like potential other UX solutions for having too much stuff in your base. Definitely making stacks deeper would be helpful. One thing that I've suggested is the idea of stacking like weapons, but then letting you sort of drill down, like having it. I wouldn't want to make this the default because one reason we don't stack weapons is because weapons have different durability ratings and different things like that. But the idea of being able to sort of collapse all similar weapons into a single stack when you're just browsing and then explode one stack to get the weapon you want and then implode it again, something like that could be potentially valuable. But we haven't had the opportunity to do something like that yet because contending with just no one is ever prepared for the sheer numbers that players of a game can achieve that the developers didn't anticipate. Like, we're like, oh yeah, people might play this game for hours and hours and collect so much loot. We were off by a factor of 10 or 100 how much people would spend time collecting stuff and putting it in their supply locker in our game. And so it's something that I've sort of become inured to now, where I'm like, when people are talking about like how big does something need to be, how much do we need to accommodate, I'm like, okay, take whatever you think the right answer is and multiply it by 100 and make sure the game can handle that, because someone is going to do that, and that someone is someone who loves our game and is very kind to us, and the last thing we want to do is give them a worse experience than other people because they love the game so much. We want to have the game stay just as good for them, even as they do insane things we didn't predict. Raneth Cord is saying that filters for the supply locker would also be nice. Yeah, I agree that could be really helpful. We're running so low on buttons in that screen, it's hard to figure out exactly how we would do it, but which is one reason why we haven't just done it, is because there's problems to solve there. It's not as simple as just put some filters in. But yeah, no, that is a very good suggestion, and I agree with you that would be really helpful. Yeah, so Zegal suggests that consciously supporting mods, like actively supporting mods, could actually take some of the pressure off developers. That's true to some degree. I think that I would worry a little bit. Like, I don't think we can make that our strategy, just because I think that there's a lot of players who would react badly to us saying, oh yeah, our game isn't perfect, but whatever, that's what modders are for. We shouldn't shovel that responsibility onto you. We should take responsibility for the game being good enough. But when it's questions of whether the game is good enough, whether it has the basics functional, that is a thing we should not shovel onto. When it comes to diversity of experience, where it's like, people want to play this game in 279 different ways, and we've only provided 4. Giving modders the ability to sort of help sort of broaden the audience and have the game reach out to more people who'd enjoy it more if it was a little different. But changing the game whole hog to support them would make other players unhappy. Like, we kind of have to go for like middle of the road, center of our audience decisions, because we need to sort of keep the bulk of people entertained and not driven away by our game. And so mods are a great way to handle edge cases where certain players want to play the game in a certain idiosyncratic way that other players would be put off by. Letting mods fill that role, I think, does make a lot of sense. And so, yeah, we're not to the point where we would be making that decision one way or another on State of Decay 3 yet. So, but yeah, I will definitely keep your input in mind if I'm involved in those conversations in the future. Let's see here. So Orthau says, that's like my community. It's been through 4 maps, and it's like, it's really crowded in the locker. Yeah, I know. I think if we even gave you like really good ways to sort of mulch your weapons into something valuable, like for instance, if you could take 2 weapons and combine them into a slightly better version of the same weapon, or something like that, give you some payoff for like some motivation to not just accumulate weapons forever, but mulch them into something better. That would also help, right? Because if you've got 900 M4s in your supply locker, but you'd actually be happier with 5 souped up M4s, then maybe like that people would be motivated to collect less and improve more. But yeah. Anyway, I should probably wrap this up. I've been streaming longer than I intended to, but Project Zomboid is fun, so it's hard to quit. But anyway, let's Oh, Ortha says that having multiple supply lockers might be interesting. That would complicate the fact that you can access them from anywhere, because which one would you access? It does get complex. Karakishi says, really? Who needs 900 M4s when 899 will do? Right? Like, if you could subdivide your locker or something, like organize it yourself, yeah, I could totally see that being valuable. But again, that's more UX, more buttons to push, more crap to put on the screen. It's complicated to figure out where that belongs. So yeah. It's like, I'm simultaneously liking all of your suggestions for what would be good, but also being aware of all of the pressures against it, the reasons why it's hard to just go and do those things. Anyway, okay, I'm going to talk to you all forever, but I need to actually wrap this episode up. So let's do that. And I'm going to play Project Zomboid again. I mean, I need to find those nails, so that episode's going to go there. This character actually survived 2 entire sessions. That's crazy. 3 entire sessions.